I've been waiting for a lightweight, insulated, puffy jacket built for the whitetail hunter for quite a while, and I think this just might fill that gap in my system. For those of you who haven't heard, this is the new Source Jacket from First Lite. It's a very lightweight, compressible jacket built to add some extra insulation to a whitetail hunting system. In the past, I found myself using down or synthetic jackets built for western hunting to add lightweight and packable insulation to my whitetail system, and First Lite has now integrated this into a piece that has a quiet enough face fabric to be used as an outerwear for whitetail hunting if needed. Let's start off with some specs and details, and then I'll talk about my thoughts on the new piece. So once again, this is called the Source Jacket. It costs $210. It weighs only 17 ounces. If you're someone who hunts in the eastern United States or the Midwest, but every now and then go out for a western elk hunt, I think this could double as an insulation piece in the whitetail woods, as well as something you bring out west. So this is an insulating layer that is DWR treated on the outside, so it will help to repel some wind and moisture from entering the jacket. And the insulation that this uses is Primaloft Gold Stretch insulation, which is very flexible. It has a 4-way stretch, which is nice, and it's very quiet, but extremely warm for how lightweight it is. I'm gonna put this on so you can see the way it fits. So we can talk about some additional features in the construction of this jacket. It has a very simple, like almost nylon ribbon thumb loop on each sleeve. And it has a simple cuff, which I really like. I don't like having thumb loops built into the cuff of a jacket, personally. Moving down the jacket, it does have a pretty large stash pocket on the chest, only on one side, that's your left side. And then moving down further, like normal, we have two hand warming pockets. Another thing that I really like about this jacket is that the collar is not too high, but it's also not too low. You can see here, it comes up about, I would call it like a half collar or maybe like 2/3 of a normal collar, which helps for layering. One issue I run into with whitetail systems is that if they all have a really high collar, it starts to get very bunched up, especially if you have hoods underneath. You get very bunched up around your neck and it becomes difficult to zip up your outermost layer without feeling like you're suffocating. And what I often do with a jacket like this is if I'm layering on top of it, I'll even fold the collar down in, and then when you zip it up, it has almost no collar. So you can see that won't get in the way of an outer layer. But if I'm wearing it as an outer piece, flip that up and have a hood coming out of it. So first let's talk about what I really like about this jacket. I am shocked by how warm it is. I've had this on for about 2 minutes while filming this video, and I'm extremely, extremely warm. So for how lightweight and packable and compressible it is, it adds incredible warmth to a system. You definitely wear this as an outerwear piece over top of your wool or fleece layers, or you could throw this underneath something like the Solitude jacket and essentially turn it into something like the Sanctuary jacket. It's also extremely comfortable because it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like you're really wearing anything, but it's extremely warm, so that was really surprising to me. It's also extremely quiet. Definitely would not hesitate to wear this as an outerwear piece, and I wouldn't be concerned about my arm movements, drawing a bow or anything like that making noise. Now, I am on the taller side. I'm 6'3" or 6'4" and weigh just about 185 pounds, so I'm pretty long and slim. First Lite's large sizes usually fit me absolutely perfect. Sleeve length, body length, everything is great. With this jacket, I find the sleeves are just a little bit short. When I extend my arms all the way, they fall about 1 inch or 2 short. I wish they would extend those sleeves just a touch. My body is too thin to wear a size XL, but to get the sleeve and overall length in this piece that I would really prefer, I would have to size up to an XL, and I just don't want to do that. And another thing I'm not crazy about is these thumb loops. Personally, I don't use thumb loops very often, but because the sleeves are so short, if I put them in here, I feel like I'm really pulling on the seams of this jacket when I extend my arms. So again, that comes down to the sizing, not really the design of the thumb loops. I just don't see myself using them, and I might even cut them out. So if you are tall and thin like I am, consider sizing up. It's gonna be a little bulky in the body, but the sleeves are definitely on the shorter side. If you're like 6'2", 6'1" and under, you can probably wear your normal size and it'll fit just fine. The problem I run into a lot is that in the early season, I'm not gonna bring a big heavy jacket like the Solitude or Sanctuary just in case it gets cold, because they're just too heavy and bulky and they fill your entire pack. So I'm not gonna bring something like that as a just in case layer. So in the past, I've been using something like the Uncompahgre vest or the Brooks down vest to add that extra insulation to my system, because they're so compressible. The only problem with that is that they're noisy, you can't really wear them on the outside, and they're just not built for whitetail hunters. This is also going to be an extremely versatile piece for someone who does run and gun style turkey hunting, especially in the early season when you're scouting or hunting, like the youth weekend here in Pennsylvania. Oftentimes in the morning, it's in the 30s or low 40s. I think this is a great fill-in piece for those times when you know it's going to be cold in the morning, but it's going to warm up to the point where you're going to have this in your pack most of the day. You don't want to bring a big heavy jacket that doesn't compress. It compresses down to about the size of a Nalgene bottle, maybe just a touch bigger, so you won't even know it's in your pack and it weighs so little. You could also use this underneath the Catalyst jacket to basically turn it into a Solitude jacket, so you get more bang for your buck and get more use out of the Catalyst jacket. So if you're looking for a piece that's going to take a system and add about 10 or 20 degrees of extra flexibility into it, I think this is an awesome piece, especially if you're in a place that's mostly moderate temperatures, like I am here in northeastern Pennsylvania, where you rarely get down into the 20s or teens. You can use this with a Solitude jacket and avoid the need for something as heavy as a Sanctuary jacket. So thank you so much for watching once again. I know I've been pretty inconsistent with my posts lately, but there's going to be more videos coming this fall and I'm excited to get them out to you.